Hello students, today let us learn few more problems on Cauchy's root test. In the previous class we learned how to solve the problems by applying Cauchy's root test. So before that let us learn the Cauchy's root test, how to apply Cauchy's root test again. Suppose if you have an infinite series un of positive terms, then after identifying un, the nth term, raise the power by 1 by n. Apply limit for this function as n is tending to infinity. If your answer is L, then observe the value of L. If L is less than 1, then the series we call it as convergent. If the value of L, that is the result what we got after applying n tending to infinity, if your answer is greater than 1, then the series we call it as divergent. And we say that the test fails. It means Cauchy's root test fails to tell the nature when you get the value of L is equal to 1. So after recalling the result of Cauchy's root test, let us now solve few more problems on Cauchy's root test. Suppose if you have a function n summation n equal to 1 to infinity n plus 1 by n whole to the power n square into 1 divided by 3 power n. Observe the function. The given function is having un. This is nothing but un. In general, we write it as summation n equal to 1 to infinity un. So in un, you can observe the power is in terms of n. So better to find the nature or behavior of an infinite series of this type, better to go with Cauchy's root test. So identify the given un. Better to simplify before applying power on both the sides. That is, n plus 1 by n can be written as 1 plus 1 by n. N by n is 1 plus 1 by n whole to the power n square into 1 by 3 power n. Now, after simplifying un, raise the power on both the sides. On both the sides you raise 1 by n. The simplified answer you get 1 plus 1 by n whole to the power n whole power 1 by n whole divided by 3 power n whole to the power n. For both numerator and denominator we need to raise power 1 by n. So the simplified answer in the numerator power cancels, we get n whole divided by 3, n cancels, we get 3. Yes, now you can observe limit for this function is known to us by 3. Therefore, now let us start applying limit as n tends to infinity for the function un whole to the power n. After applying limit as n is tending to infinity, we got the answer. Since it is known to us in the previous class, we learned these standard result whenever you apply n tending to infinity for the function 1 plus 1 by n whole to the power n is nothing but e. So e divided by 3. E is approximately equal to 2.7 by 3. The value of this after calculating, we get this is less than 1. Since it is less than 1, just now we said whenever you get some L, if the answer of that L is less than 1, then we say that by Cauchy's root test, the infinite series, the given infinite series is convergent. Yes, now let us move with the next problem. Discuss the convergence of summation n equal to 1 to infinity n plus 1 power n into x to the power n whole divided by n to the power n plus 1. Again you can just observe the given un. In the given un we have whole to the power. In the power we have n. So better to solve this problem to find the nature by Cauchy's root test. So according to Cauchy's root test, first you need to identify un in the given problem. This is your un. Identify for identification. After identifying un, simplify if possible if you want, or else directly you can just raise power on both the sides as 1 by n according to Cauchy's root test. After raising power on both the sides for this term, for each term, first term, second term and to the denominator also, for each term we have raised power 1 by n. Cancels and we get n plus 1 the first term. N get cancels, we get x. Here in the power n divided by n gives 1 plus 1 into 1 by n gives 1 by n. So the result, final result after simplifying n plus 1, into x divided by n to the power 1 into n to the power 1 by n. Yes. Now let us apply limit as n is tending to infinity on both the sides. Apply limit as n tends to infinity on both the sides. We get limit as n tends to infinity n plus 1 into x divided by n into n to the power 1 by n, which gives, now whenever we apply, we get directly, try to simplify such that you can avoid infinity. If not possible to avoid infinity, then your answer will be infinite. But here there is a possibility. In case if you take n as common, n you can take it as common, plus into 1 plus 1 by n into x divided by n into n to the power 1 by n. N get cancels. Yes, now you can observe the both numerator and denominator. Whenever we apply limit for both numerator and denominator, you can apply directly. For the numerator, what we get, when n is tending to infinity, 1 by infinity is 0, 1 plus 0 is 1, 1 into x is x divided by, whenever you apply limit for n to the power 1 by n, as n is tending to infinity is 1, therefore we get 1 plus 0 into x divided by 1. The simplified result is L. Okay. Yes, now since we got x, it is, don't know whether it is less than x, less than 1, greater than 1, or therefore we write the result in this form. By Cauchy's root test, the given infinite series is convergent if the value of x is less than 1. This series we call it as convergent. Suppose if your answer is less than 1. And this series we call it as divergent if the result of x is greater than 1. And the test fails if the value of x is equal to 1. So this completes one more problem on Cauchy's root test. Now let us learn the another test called D'Alembert's test. Let us know the result, how to find the nature by using D'Alembert's ratio test. If you have an infinite series, that is a series of positive terms, then to solve the problem by D'Alembert's test, that is to find the nature or behavior by using this test, first what we need to do is find the given un. Un will be given to you, or else if the un is in the form of, if the given result is in the form of series, find un plus 1, take the ratio of un plus 1 divided by un, later apply limit as n tending to infinity, identify the result. If your result is less than 1, we call it as convergent. If your result is greater than 1, divergent, and the test fails when L equal to 1. It is same as Cauchy's root test. Only thing is, way of doing is different. In Cauchy's root test, we raise the power for un as 1 by n. But now in this, we have to take the ratio of un plus 1 and un. After applying limit, identify the answer. If your answer is less than 1, convergent, greater than 1, divergent, and test fails when L is equal to 1. Let us solve one problem on D'Alembert's ratio test. Test the convergence of the series. Now observe the given series. 1 square by 2 plus 2 square by 2 square plus 3 square by 2 cube plus 4 square by 2 power 4 and so on. This is an infinite series. Now we need to find the nature of this infinite series. To find this nature, now observe the D'Alembert's ratio test. What it says, we need to first find the ratio of this. First we need un, later un plus 1. After finding the ratio, apply limit as n is tending to infinity. So 3 steps. First step is finding un, later un plus 1, apply limit as n tending to infinity. So first let us find the nth term of the given series. How to identify the nth term? Just observe the sequence, the elements, the numbers given in the series. 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, 4 square, it continues. Therefore, the numerator I can write it as n square. Observe the denominator, 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 3 and so on. Therefore, 2 power n. Okay, 1 square, 2 square. So, 2 power n square. 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 3, 2 power 4 and so on. Therefore 2 power n. This is your un. After identifying un, find un plus 1. How to find un plus 1? Just replace wherever n is there. Replace n by n plus 1. N by n plus 1. N plus 1. Here you have n. Therefore n plus 1 whole square divided by 2 power n plus 1. By changing n to n plus 1, we need to identify. Now take the ratio. Un plus 1 divided by un. You know how to find the ratio. Un whole divided by un plus 1 value you substitute here. Simplify. N plus 1 whole square divided by 2 power n plus 1. Whole divided by can be written in this form. Denominator, you can reverse it. 2 power n divided by n square. Yes, the simplified answer. You can observe 2 power n. The denominator also we have 2 power n. If you want, I'll just show you here. 2 power n plus 1 can be written as 2 power n plus 1. 2 power n into 2 power 1. So 2 power 1, 2 power n, 2 power n get cancels. 2 power 1, that is 2 remains. That is what I have written here. Yes, now n plus 1 the whole square divided by n square. Now there is a possibility of taking n is common here. Suppose if I take n as common, I'll get 1 plus 1 by n. In this, if I take n as common, I'll get n into 1 plus 1 by n, the whole square. Therefore, what we get? N square. So, n square. We get here n into 1 by 1 plus 1 by n, the whole square divided by n square. So n square, you take it outside, into 1 plus 1 by n, the whole square divided by n square. N square get cancels. What is remaining? 1 by 2 into, whenever you apply limit as n is tending to infinity, 1 by infinity is 0. 1 plus 0 is nothing but 1. 1 square is 1. So 1 into 1 by 2 is half. 1 by 2 is 0.5. 0.5 is less than 1. Since it is less than 1, therefore we can say by D'Alembert's ratio test, the given infinite series is convergent. Okay. Remaining problems on D'Alembert's ratio test will continue in the next class. Thank you, students.